Football lovers, sanibonani. Welcome to PK Sports with Bonginkosi. Thembe ukuthi nikahle niyaphila. Please help me. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. Danko. Ngicela ukubuza la, what way is the Kaizer Chiefs way? What is the culture of Kaizer Chiefs? Because I can say ukuthi ngiyazi kanti angazi, because mina ngekhathi zabo 90s bengakabi khona isikhathi sama 1K. So ngicela ningisize la, what is the culture of Kaizer Chiefs? Because it seems like ukuthi the legends of Kaizer Chiefs, they are against the Cocoaches, regardless that they are grinding for results, but they are demanding for them to play the Kaizer Chiefs way. What is the Kaizer Chiefs way? Because we all know that philosophy is important, especially if the club does have one. But if the club lost its philosophy while back, it will make it difficult even for the current coaches to implement the philosophy of the club. Rather, they will use their own philosophy. Because we know with winning games, it is important. So would you rather watch a team play kind of football that is a Kaizer Chiefs culture but with no result, or watch a team that plays the kind of football that gets them the maximum points? Because that's the aim of playing football, is to win games, not to impress anyone. Yes, you can do that if your performance is how you play the beautiful game, the beautiful kind of football. Also, it gets your result. Because we see with Kaizer Chiefs, when they play good football, they don't get the results. So if that's the way that they want to do or handle things for each Chiefs, good, let's play ugly football that will have our results. So be it, because it is pointless to play enterprising football that doesn't have an end goal. So if this helps Kaizer Chiefs, we will criticize up until we accept Kuti. It is better to win games than to play good football that doesn't win your games. Because one thing I've realized is that the team did work on their defense. That's why they find it difficult to go to Kaizer Chiefs. They might be shaky, but they don't lose structure. That's what is important. So the coaching that is happening, it simply means that focus on your strengths. The weaknesses won't show that much, even though they will be there. But everything that is positive always overshadows the thing that is negative. You might play bad, but winning a game, when it is written, they don't write Kaizer Chiefs had a bad game, but they write Kaizer Chiefs won. That's what is important. That's what the fans want. But the legends, it seems like they don't want to see that. Yes, it is important and it is good to voice your opinion. But with this ugly football, they managed to win 4 games in a row. They didn't concede a single goal. Is that bad for a club that, when you look back and you realize with no man, kahle we were capable, it's just in Jaguti, we couldn't execute everything that you want perfectly. We were chopping and changing coaches. None of those coaches were able to play the Kaizer Chiefs way. But Vele, the agenda is against these 2 coaches. Now, even winning, it is a problem to other people. Angas, which one is the best thing to do? Play beautiful and don't win games, or play ugly or win games? We have to decide. A player scores a goal, we criticize him. A player doesn't score, we criticize. Team wins, we criticize. It doesn't win, we criticize. Kahle yini esifunayo? Let's be honest, has been transparent. what Jimmy Tao and Tepo Masilela are saying, I don't think that at some point it is fair to the Cocoaches because they are trying their utmost best to make sure that they bring smiles in the faces of our fans of Kaizer Chiefs. But every time there must be a setback. Vele, we are not playing good. We understand that. But if you win, ngamane sijabule, swinile, nokuthi sikhale, singawinanga. Because sometimes you always lose counting your blessings by focusing on your worries, and that overshadows everything that is good. That's what most people in life, they find it difficult to deal with some situations. You might be blessed, but because you can't see the blessing in front of you, you focus on the things that are troubling you. But asikho lapho, let's hope ukuthi they will keep winning ngalama 1-0 up until they understand ukuthi no, kahle kahle inkinga akusese ukuthi siyaswina kanjani, but the important thing ukuthi swin, because yona it will affect Chiefs along the way, goal difference. But when they count that, they also look at the goals conceded. If they concede less, also they'll have an advantage. But we need to capitalize on our chances. Maybe next season we can then demand let Kaizer Chiefs play the Kaizer Chiefs way, the culture of the Chiefs. Because this season, to be honest, the expectations were not there. Good Chiefs can win the league, can be there fighting alongside Orlando Pirates and Mamelodi Sundowns. But things are flowing just because there were no expectations. But now when people are starting to expect and demand, I want us to discuss about the project of Kaizer Chiefs. Kaizer Chiefs project of wanting to use their youth structures in the future so that they will avoid this thing of trying to buy our players. We know Guti, they loaned out, if not mistaken, the ones that were playing for ETDC last season. It's 7 players. Simply means good when something goes out, needs to be replaced. And that simply means Guti, there will be a transition. The ones that are playing in the GDL, some of them will come to reserve team. Since well, those ones were loaned. So that simply means Guti, Chiefs signing Xhosa Manyama was a statement with no, it's not all about us focusing more on the senior players, on the senior team, but we do focus on the reserve team and see what is happening so that we can be able to monitor, and then we'll decide and go to what will be the future of these players. Because right now they've just signed a player from Mamelodi Sundowns. Uchesi Gewer is a 17-year-old, udlalile kuma Jimbos, very good player. He plays position 8 and also can play as a number 6. One thing about him, positional awareness and the tactical awareness. That's why he's able to play both these positions, because he understands the importance of time, space, and movement. That's what makes him ukuthi Kaizer Chiefs bavele bamthatha from kuMamelodi Sundowns and bayaqeda ukusayinwa kuMamelodi Sundowns wadlala tournament, but Chiefs yavele yathi we see there's future in you. But that what you have to put in mind ukuthi kahle kahle Kaizer Chiefs ihloseni kahle kahle, because we won from Kusina team ukuthi benza sure with these young stars they play, they get game time. So the ones that are go reserve team, they'll understand good. If you do good, your chance will come, and when it comes, you must grab it with both hands. Angeke promote wonke umuntu, but that creates the desire, the hunger to want to be seen. When it creates that, you play at your level best, and you don't only benefit yourself as a player, but also your club gets to benefit. Unfortunately, with this season, you won't be able to retain the trophy, because we see there are a lot of changes, and the team at some point it loses the competitiveness. That's why in the previous 2 games we didn't win a game. But that is understandable. But it couldn't be that way because we should have tried with to be competitive. But the beautiful thing is that whatever that Dylan Shepherd is cooking, whatever Coach Litsulunyane, whatever David Matebula is cooking ngapha kuma youth structures, mele ibonakale ngapha kuma senior players, because Kaizer Chiefs inokudlala with 8 players that were groomed by Chiefs from an early age. It could have been many players if azange sidedela ama-players afana bokhulumani Ndamane, Tando Yenkosi Nkosi, Puso Ritejane, Omega Mdaka. You can name them. But that's what I believe with now with the scouts like Utera Maliwa, the one that can be able to spot talent, he understands with okay, now since we have this project that we put on the table, we have to make sure with every decision that is made, there's transparency between us as the board. Good, okay, if I'm able to scout a player, you must give me a go ahead. Good, okay, let's try good simsign and we will see good kwenzala, because it might happen good SD ne scout zingaboni ngasolinye, while thola ukuthi ama instinct to scout ayamtshela ukuthi this is the future of a Chief, but uKaizer June athi no ngiyayichitha. So now the project must be all things youngsters for Kaizer Chiefs. People are always complaining to give the youngsters a chance. You will see what they will play. Especially good thing is that they know Kaizer Chiefs culture, because bafundiswa basesebancane ukuthi mabafika ngapha bakwazi ukuziphathisa kwama-Glamour boys. The best thing now I believe ukuthi Kaizer Chiefs can do is to make sure ukuthi whenever there's a transfer window, they look at Guma youngsters, because we do have our senior players that you can see from now, by now, they give themselves that responsibility to be there for the youngsters, to show them the ropes. So now it will be up to the management, do they see these players? But it does not mean you have to be reliant on these youngsters from a reserve team. But since they've been loaned out and others are coming in also, it simply means one thing, we spend less, we produce more. It's either we sell or we keep. There's no loss there. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. Thank you for making it this far on the video. Ikos alphelmo. Dango.